The search for alien life. Are we alone in the universe? 1. Are aliens really out there? If they are, why haven't they made contact with us yet? The question of whether aliens exist or not is still a matter of scientific debate, but many scientists believe that the universe is so vast and diverse that it is highly probable that there is other intelligent life out there. However, the vast distances between stars and galaxies, as well as the limitations of our current technology, make it very difficult to detect or communicate with extraterrestrial life. Additionally, even if aliens are out there, they may not have made contact with us yet for a variety of reasons. They may not even know that we exist, or they may not have the technology to travel to Earth. It's also possible that they have made contact but we simply haven't recognized the signs or understood the communication. Another possibility is that aliens are avoiding contact with us deliberately, either because they perceive us as a threat or because they are studying us from a distance. Ultimately, we may never know the true answer to this question until we make direct contact with alien life or until we are able to detect their presence through other means. 2. How advanced is alien technology compared to our own? Could they have already visited us without our knowledge? It's difficult to speculate on the technological capabilities of hypothetical alien civilizations, but many scientists believe that it's possible that extraterrestrial life forms could be significantly more advanced than we are. After all, the universe is over 13 billion years old, which is plenty of time for other intelligent species to develop advanced technologies and explore the cosmos. In terms of whether they could have visited us already without our knowledge, it's technically possible. However, there is currently no concrete evidence to support the idea that aliens have already made contact with us, and many experts are skeptical of claims to the contrary. It's important to keep in mind that space is incredibly vast and traveling the distances between stars is currently beyond our technological capabilities. If aliens have visited us, they would have had to develop technologies that are far more advanced than our own, which is certainly possible, but still quite a leap. Until there is concrete evidence to suggest otherwise, it's probably safe to assume that we have not yet been visited by aliens. 3. Do aliens have their own languages? And if they do, what might they sound like? If aliens do exist, it's possible that they have their own languages, although it's difficult to know what those languages might sound like. The structure and sound of an alien language would depend on the biology and environment of the aliens themselves, as well as the cultural and social factors that shape their communication. For example, if the aliens have a vocal apparatus similar to ours, it's possible that their language would involve sound waves and phonemes, much like human language. However, if their biology is different, they might use other forms of communication, such as chemical signals, light pulses, or even telepathy. It's also possible that we might not be able to understand or even recognize an alien language if we encountered one. Our understanding of language is based on our own cultural and social context, so an alien language might seem completely incomprehensible to us. 4. Are aliens capable of emotions like humans are? Could they have their own form of art or music? Overall, it's an intriguing question, but until we discover actual evidence of extraterrestrial life, we can only speculate on what their languages might sound like. It's difficult to say whether aliens are capable of emotions like humans are, since we don't yet know if they exist or what their biology might be like. However, if we assume that extraterrestrial life forms do exist, it's possible that they could have their own forms of emotional experience and expression. After all, emotions have evolved in humans and other animals as a way of responding to environmental stimuli, so it's reasonable to assume that they could be beneficial to other intelligent species as well. In terms of art and music, it's also possible that aliens could have their own creative expressions, although what those expressions might look or sound like is difficult to predict. Art and music are cultural and social phenomena that are shaped by a variety of factors, including history, religion, and politics, so it's possible that alien forms of art and music could be vastly different from our own. Overall, the nature of alien emotions, art, and music is purely speculative until we discover actual evidence of extraterrestrial life. However, given the diversity of life on Earth, it's certainly within the realm of possibility that other intelligent species could have their own unique forms of emotional experience and creative expression. 5. If we were to make contact with aliens, how would we communicate with them? Would we use math or some other form of language? If we were to make contact with aliens, it's likely that we would need to develop a new form of communication that is capable of bridging the gap between our respective languages and ways of thinking. One possibility is that we might use math as a form of communication, since math is considered to be a universal language that can be used to describe many aspects of the physical universe. For example, we could potentially use math to describe the properties of light waves, the laws of gravity, or the structure of DNA. However, math is still a human invention, so it's possible that it might not be a suitable form of communication for other intelligent species. Another possibility is that we might use some other form of language, such as a combination of pictures, sounds, or symbols. For example, we could develop a system of communication based on binary code, which is the language used by computers. We could also try to learn the language of the aliens themselves, although this would likely be a challenging task. Ultimately, the form of communication that we use would depend on the nature of the aliens themselves and the specific circumstances of the encounter. Whatever form of communication we use, it would need to be flexible enough to allow for complex and nuanced interactions between our two species. Some text goes here. Are there any clues or evidence that suggest aliens have visited Earth in the past? Some text goes here. While there have been many claims of alien visits to Earth over the years, there is currently no concrete evidence to support the idea that extraterrestrial life forms have visited our planet in the past. Most scientists are highly skeptical of such claims, since they lack clear and verifiable evidence. Some people point to ancient artifacts and artwork that depict strange objects or figures as evidence of past alien visitation. However, these interpretations are often based on subjective interpretations of the available evidence, and are not widely accepted by the scientific community. Similarly, some people point to alleged sightings of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, as evidence of past alien visitation. However, UFO sightings are notoriously difficult to verify, and many supposed sightings turn out to be hoaxes, natural phenomena, or misidentifications of conventional aircraft. Overall, while the idea of past alien visitation is certainly intriguing, there is currently no solid evidence to support the idea. Until we have concrete evidence to suggest otherwise, it's probably best to remain skeptical of claims of past alien encounters. 7. What do aliens look like? Do they resemble anything we've seen before, or are they completely unique? Since we haven't yet discovered any concrete evidence of extraterrestrial life, we can only speculate about what aliens might look like. However, there are a few ways we can approach this question based on what we know about life on Earth. Firstly, we know that life on Earth comes in a wide variety of forms, from single-celled organisms to complex multicellular creatures like humans. So, it's possible that aliens could have similarly diverse forms. Secondly, we know that the physical characteristics of living organisms are often influenced by their environment and evolutionary history. For example, creatures that live in water often have streamlined bodies to help them swim, while creatures that live in trees often have grasping hands or feet to help them climb. So, the physical characteristics of aliens could depend on the conditions of their home planet. With that said, it's difficult to predict what aliens might look like, since we don't yet know what conditions are necessary to support life beyond Earth. Some scientists speculate that aliens might resemble creatures that we're familiar with, such as reptiles, insects, or mammals. Others suggest that aliens could be completely unique and unlike anything we've seen before. Ultimately, until we discover evidence of extraterrestrial life, it's impossible to say for certain what aliens might look like. However, the diversity of life on Earth suggests that aliens could take many forms, each adapted to their unique environments and evolutionary histories. 8. Could there be multiple types of aliens out there, each with their own unique characteristics and abilities? Yes, it's certainly possible that there could be multiple types of aliens out there, each with their own unique characteristics and abilities. The universe is vast and diverse, and there could be many different environments that could support life, each with its own unique conditions and evolutionary pressures. Just as life on Earth has evolved into many different forms, it's possible that extraterrestrial life could have evolved into many different types of organisms, each adapted to their own specific environments. Some might be similar to organisms on Earth, while others could be completely unique. Moreover, the range of possible physical and biological characteristics for life forms is vast, and we have only scratched the surface of what is possible based on what we have observed on Earth. For example, some scientists have speculated about the possibility of silicon-based life forms, which could have very different characteristics and abilities than the carbon-based life forms that we are familiar with. So, it's certainly possible that there could be multiple types of aliens out there, each with their own unique characteristics and abilities. The discovery of such life forms would greatly expand our understanding of the diversity of life in the universe. 9. If aliens do exist, what would their motives be for making contact with us? Would they be friendly, or would they pose a threat to humanity? If aliens do exist and they were to make contact with us, it's impossible to predict what their motives might be. It's possible that they could be friendly and curious about Earth and humanity, and might want to establish communication and exchange knowledge. However, it's also possible that they could have less benign motives. For example, some scientists have speculated that extraterrestrial civilizations might be motivated by the desire to expand their territory or to find new resources. If this were the case, they might not have friendly intentions towards humanity. Additionally, if aliens were to view humans as a potential threat or as competition, they might also be hostile towards us. It's worth noting, however, that any speculation about the intentions of hypothetical aliens is just that, speculation. We simply don't have enough information to make accurate predictions about the behavior and motivations of extraterrestrial life. However, it's important to consider the possibility that any contact with aliens could have both positive and negative consequences, and to approach the situation with caution and open-mindedness. 10. What impact would the discovery of alien life have on our society and culture? Would it change the way we view ourselves and our place in the universe? The discovery of alien life would likely have a profound impact on our society and culture. It would change the way we view ourselves and our place in the universe, and could have far-reaching implications for science, philosophy, religion, and many other fields. For example, the discovery of alien life would likely challenge our assumptions about the uniqueness of humanity and life on Earth. It would force us to rethink our place in the universe and our relationship to other intelligent beings. It could also raise profound questions about the nature of life, consciousness, and intelligence, and could lead to new insights and discoveries in these areas. Additionally, the discovery of alien life could have major implications for our understanding of the origins of life and the development of complex organisms. It could shed light on the conditions and processes that are necessary for life to emerge and evolve, and could provide new avenues for research and exploration. The discovery of alien life could also have social and cultural impacts. It could spark debates and discussions about the implications of contact with extraterrestrial civilizations, and could lead to new forms of cooperation and collaboration among nations and cultures. It could also challenge our beliefs about the nature of reality and our place in the universe, and could lead to new forms of spirituality and religious thought. Overall, the discovery of alien life would be a major scientific and cultural milestone, with far-reaching implications for humanity and our understanding of the universe.